So it was only a matter of time before something like this were to pop up. Now, during the Apple event, as you guys remember, one of the key features of the iPhone 13 was the smaller notch. Now, with the smaller in width, it actually became taller, and I didn't even think about it at the time, but apparently it is causing a little bit of an issue. Now, yesterday and the day before on the subreddit for Apple and iPhones and all these ones, a lot of people were mentioning that the notch was cutting into specific videos. So, as most of you know, if you watch a video on your iPhone, sometimes depending on the aspect ratio, the video can get really close to the notch, but it doesn't really cut into the video unless you zoom into that specific video. Then obviously the notch cuts into the video. And I tried this today. Now, luckily, a lot of videos are not filmed in 18:9, which is 2:1, which is essentially, widescreen aspect ratio. But some videos are, personally, I film a lot of videos 18:9 rather than 4:3 because I can put those in my YouTube videos and they work a lot better. I don't really film too many videos on my iPhone, but there's a lot of people who film their videos 18:9. Now, there's been a lot of screenshots going around showing that on the iPhone 13 mini, the 13 Pro, and the standard 13, the notch actually cuts into the video on 18:9 videos. Now, like I mentioned, if you're watching it on a different aspect ratio, then it's probably not going to happen because there's still a lot of gap. But specifically for this aspect ratio, this is causing a lot of, cutting into the videos, especially on the mini version, which is pretty crazy. Now, there's a couple ways to fix this. They can go ahead and slide the video a little bit over to the left, to the right. They can add some padding around the video from what I've seen. But ultimately, this is a big issue because if the rumors are true that the iPhone 14 is going to cut out the notch entirely, then Apple is going to essentially force developers to change up their specific applications or their videos or whatever the case is for one specific lineup of device. So before, with pretty much every single iPhone that's ever came out, they all pretty much had the same type of layout, even from the first iPhone to like the iPhone 4S. For those many years, they all had the 3.5-inch display. Then they went up to 4-inch panels, and that was kind of a change for some developers. But a lot of iPhones had the 4-inch panel, even now still with the iPhone SE. Then they went up to 4.7-inch or 5.5-inch. Many iPhones had that. So they still kept the same body, and then the notch came out, and obviously that changed it up a lot. But now we have a different variation of notches. So now these developers are going to pretty much have to keep that in mind when they go ahead and develop and make, any application that revolves around video, especially in that 18:9 format for the iPhone 13s. Now, this isn't a crazy big issue for me, but for a company like Apple, who kind of says we think about the user, everything is perfect, this and that. In this case, this is a pretty poor example of, poor planning from Apple. Did they not think about the notch cutting into the video in this specific aspect ratio? Now, luckily, the 13 Pro Max does not have this issue, because it's a bigger display and there's a little bit more room. But the bigger thing is, like I mentioned, if next year Apple's removing the notch, then these developers and people who make videos and all this stuff are going to have to pretty much only make an app and always remember the iPhone 13 series when they develop these things because of the notch being a little bit taller than the previous generation. So it's very annoying. I don't really know why they had to make it taller. I guess you won't really be able to notice it, but it is one of those things that seems to be kind of annoying, If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that means so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.